June 13th, 2006, meeting with Dr. Lorek. The day started at 10:30 a.m. for Jaunell and Joan. The meeting with the psychologist was at noon. Joan waited for Jaunell in the kitchen while Jaunell was in her room getting dressed. "Hurry up, Jaunell, or else we will be late," Joan shouted from the kitchen. "I'm almost ready," Jaunell shouted back. Jaunell was actually ready. She was lying in bed because the new jeans Joan brought her were too tight. Jaunell used to be average weight, but her family began to notice her weight gain since she turned 13. "I'm ready," Jaunell said, walking toward the kitchen. Joan noticed how tight Jaunell's jeans were and her heavy breathing. "Are you okay, Jaunell?" "Yes, I'm all right," Jaunell said. "Did you shower?" Joan asked while making the 40-minute drive to Chestnut. "Yes, I did," Jaunell said. "But you smell awful," Joan said. "Why are you so rebellious to clean yourself?" Jaunell didn't respond. "Do you feel like you don't deserve to be clean or something?" Joan asked. "Why are you asking me so many questions?" "I'm just trying to figure out what's causing your behavior," Joan said. "Stop asking me questions," Jaunell yelled. "Just drive." Joan sighed. "I hope that the psychologist would be able to help," she said to herself. The receptionist on the first floor of Chestnut Hospital welcomed Joan and Jaunell and told them to wait in the lounge. Joan read a magazine she picked up on the table, while Jaunell sat there looking around the lounge. The building seemed empty since Joan and Jaunell were the only ones waiting in the lounge. But shortly after arriving at Chestnut Hospital, Joan and Jaunell heard noises coming from a door behind them. A group of teenage girls came in the lounge, walking in a straight line with two adult staff. The girls were wearing hospital gowns, and they all held food trays in their hands. Jaunell assumed that the girls came from the cafeteria for lunch since it was almost noon. The girls smiled and waved their hands at Jaunell, thinking she was a new patient. A few minutes later, a short Caucasian woman came in the lounge. She had long red hair and wore a black pantsuit. "Hello," the woman said to Jaunell and Joan. "You two must be Joan and Jalesa Morrison. I am Dr. Lorek. Let's talk in my office." The three walked into Dr. Lorek's office. The room was extremely cold, but Jaunell didn't mind since it was almost 90 degrees outside. "So tell me why you two are here today," said Dr. Lorek as she sat on her chair. "Jaunell's behavior has changed since she turned 13, Joan replied. "How so?" Dr. Lorek asked. "She is out of control. She fights with me and her sisters every day. I am tired of her screaming every time she doesn't get her way. She will be attending an alternative school because her previous school couldn't handle her anymore." "I see," Dr. Lorek said. "She also refuses to take showers," Joan said. "Can you tell me why you're behaving this way?" Dr. Lorek asked Jaunell. "I don't have anything to say," Jaunell replied. "Answer her question, Jaunell," Joan said. "Ms. Morris, maybe she will be more comfortable if we can talk one-on-one," Dr. Lorek said to Joan. "Yeah, I would prefer to talk one-on-one," Jaunell said to Joan. Joan went back to the lounge. "So, Jaunell, why do you act the way you do?" Dr. Lorek asked. "Everybody hates me," said Jaunell. "I'm sorry you feel this way," said Dr. Lorek. "It doesn't matter," said Jaunell. "What makes you feel like your family hates you?" Dr. Lorek asked. "My family are not the only ones who hate me. Everyone hates me," Jaunell said. "Who is everyone?" Dr. Lorek asked. "The entire world," Jaunell said. "I don't hate you, Jaunell," Dr. Lorek said. "If you get to know me, you will," Jaunell said. "That's not true." "How do you cope with these negative feelings?" Dr. Lorek asked. "I don't cope at all," Jaunell said. "Well, what makes you happy?" Dr. Lorek asked. "Nothing makes me happy," Jaunell said. "Do you have any hobbies?" Dr. Lorek asked. "I have a fondness for writing, but that will not change the way I feel," Jaunell said. "Jaunell, when did you start feeling unhappy?" Dr. Lorek asked. "Shortly after my 13th birthday," Jaunell said. Did anything happen after your 13th birthday? Dr. Lorek asked. Jaunell folded her arms and held her head down. No. Before I turned 13, I was taciturn but happy. I was teased a lot at school, but I didn't care about what others thought of me. I wish I can be happy again, Jaunell said in a low tone. Do you feel like your unhappiness is causing you to behave badly? Dr. Lorek asked. I don't know. I don't know why I do the things I do. Dr. Lorek stared at Jaunell with concern. Can I leave now? Jaunell asked with her head still down. I would like to speak with your mother one more time, Dr. Lorek said. Before allowing Jaunell to go, Dr. Lorek called Joan back into the office. Ms. Morris, how would you feel if I admit Jaunell in Chestnut for a couple of weeks? Dr. Lorek asked. Please don't admit me in the hospital. I promise to behave myself, Jaunell said, holding on to Joan's arm. I'm going to give her one more chance, Joan said. Okay, but I would like to see Jaunell in 2 weeks, Dr. Lorek said. Sounds good, Joan said. A few minutes after leaving Chestnut Hospital, Jaunell was becoming hungry. Mom, I'm hungry, Jaunell said in the car. Let's go to Harrison Sisters. What would you like to eat? Joan asked. I want 2 large cheeseburgers and a large order of fries, Jaunell said. Jaunell, you have gained at least 20 pounds since your 13th birthday, Joan said. Okay, is there a moral to the story? How about I buy you 1 small cheeseburger, Joan said. No! Buy me 2 large cheeseburgers now or else I'll bang my head against the window. Joan didn't reply and drove to Harrison Sisters. She was starting to regret her decision on giving Jaunell one last try.